scientific death.
When we hear about a catastrophic industrial accident, our minds immediately picture an explosion. A boiler ruptures, a chemical tank ignites, and then a massive wave of internal pressure blows violently outward. But in the high-stakes world of aerospace testing and vacuum science, the most lethal hazard operates on the exact opposite principle. Look closely at this setup from a 1970s aerospace lab. This is a massive walk-in reinforced steel vacuum chamber used to test aerospace components, with technicians working directly on its open boundary. The machine is designed to pull air out, creating an artificial void inside. But the moment it does, the normal atmospheric air surrounding the machine presses relentlessly inward on those steel walls, with a constant force of 14.7 pounds per square inch. Vacuum science relies on the management of a relentless physical force, the 14.7 PSI weight of the atmosphere pressing against the chamber's outer skin. To withstand that crushing force, a vacuum chamber is typically built as a heavy, reinforced steel cube. To the naked eye, these thick metal walls look entirely indestructible. This diagram illustrates the mechanics of differential pressure. Because the inside of the chamber is completely empty, the normal air on the outside is constantly pushing against every square inch of the box with 14.7 pounds of force. The engineers needed a way to monitor their experiments, so they cut a gap into one side of this steel armor and installed a viewing part made of thick, tempered safety glass. But they made a fatal macroscopic error in the design. The geometry of the glass was left flat. In structural mechanics, a flat plane is weak against bending stress. Without a curve or a sphere to distribute the load, the window bows directly toward the void, forcing all that atmospheric weight onto the sharp corners where the glass meets the metal frame. By relying on flat geometry, the engineers compromised the entire system. They turned a heavily armored steel vault into a structural trap, waiting for a catalyst to spring it. That catalyst was time. Over the course of months, the chamber was put through cyclic testing, repeatedly dropping down to a deep vacuum and then repumping back to normal pressure. This continuous breathing effect caused the heavy metal frame holding the window to expand and contract, shifting by tiny fractions of a millimeter. These micro-expansions warped the housing, creating microscopic, deeply uneven points of stress along the hard edges of the flat glass. During one particular deep vacuum cycle, a technician walked up to the viewing port to inspect the interior. At that exact moment, the accumulated invisible stress on the glass reached its absolute physical limit. The tempered pane failed instantly. Faster, more urgent tone. The moment the glass fractured, the normal atmospheric air outside rushed through the opening at supersonic speeds, creating a high-velocity pneumatic current aimed directly into the void. Because the technician was standing right in front of the window, that rushing air acted like a solid physical piston. It gripped his body and dragged him through the narrow, jagged edges of the broken metal frame. Once forced entirely inside, the immense kinetic energy of the incoming air slammed him against the heavy steel back wall of the chamber, causing fatal blunt force trauma and massive internal hemorrhaging. The transition from standing safely on the factory floor to fatal mechanical destruction took less than 100 milliseconds. The implosion was entirely over before human conscious reaction time could even register the sound of breaking glass. This disaster forced international safety boards to rewrite the codes governing hyperbaric and vacuum testing facilities. Look at this modern aerospace testing environment. The contrast between the exposed heavy machinery of the 1970s and these pristine, highly controlled lab modules highlights the shift in safety standards across the industry. The first major fix was a ban on flat glass viewing windows for large-scale vacuum chambers. Today, engineers exclusively install circular, heavily domed, or spherical viewports made of fused quartz or advanced optical polymers. This cross-section shows the physical mechanics of why domed geometry is mandatory. Instead of absorbing all that bending stress, a curved surface takes the external atmospheric pressure and distributes it outward into the surrounding metal frame. The second critical mandate was physical isolation. Modern vacuum chambers are legally required to have heavy-duty polycarbonate or steel mesh blast shields positioned in front of all viewing ports. If the window somehow fails, the rushing air cannot physically pull a technician into the void. The final correction addressed the invisible threat of cyclic fatigue. Industrial safety protocols now demand that viewing ports undergo mandatory testing using a technology called laser interferometry after a set number of vacuum cycles. By scanning the glass with lasers, engineers can track microscopic structural shifts in the frames or tiny stress cracks in the optics long before the hardware reaches a critical failure threshold. Working in extreme environments requires an unforgiving level of engineering precision. The evolution of these vacuum systems serves as a grim reminder that our most critical safety standards are almost always written in blood.
If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe. And don't forget to comment below with your favorite emoji.